Welcome, everyone, to Simple Mindspace, where we delve into the fascinating worlds of personal finance, financial freedom, and the millionaire mindset. Today, we're going to be exploring a slightly different but equally crucial aspect of achieving your full potential, the power of introversion. Now, you might be thinking, introversion? What does that have to do with my finances or my dreams? Well, bear with me because the connection is stronger than you might think. This is a story that resonates with me on a personal level, a journey of self-discovery that intertwined with my aspirations. When I was a child, my family had this unspoken tradition. We'd spend hours together, each engrossed in our own literary adventures. For us, reading wasn't solitary confinement. It was shared escapism, a different flavor of togetherness. You see, we had this unspoken understanding, the comfort of familiar presences beside us, while our minds roamed freely in fictional universes. This brings me to my first encounter with the societal expectations of being outgoing. At 9 years old, I envisioned summer camp as an idyllic haven for fellow bookworms, a serene escape filled with shared literary adventures. Instead, it felt like I'd stumbled into a high-energy festival of forced extroversion. The camp counselor, brimming with enthusiasm, introduced us to our daily chant, R-O-W-D-I-E. That's the way we spell rowdy. Rowdy, rowdy, let's get rowdy. Even at that age, something felt off. Why did we have to be rowdy? And why were we butchering the spelling? I went along with it, of course, but dreamed of escaping back into the pages of my book. The moment I retrieved my book, I was met with puzzled looks. "Why are you being so mellow?" asked the popular girl, as if calmness was a foreign concept. Even the counselor, with a concerned expression, urged me to embrace the camp spirit, essentially asking me to suppress my natural disposition. Feeling like I was betraying my silent companions, I tucked away my books, a sense of guilt washing over me. This experience, my friends, was a microcosm of what many introverts face throughout their lives. We are subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, told that our quiet nature is something to overcome, a weakness to be masked. For years, I tried to fit into this extrovert-centric mold, shunning my intuition. Instead of pursuing my passion for writing, I became a Wall Street lawyer, driven by this need to prove my supposed boldness. I forced myself into noisy bars when I craved intimate dinners with close friends. I was living someone else's life, constantly negating my true self, and it took a toll. The truth is, our society often misunderstands introversion, mistaking it for shyness. Shyness is about the fear of judgment. Introversion is about how we respond to stimulation, particularly social stimulation. Extroverts thrive in bustling environments, while introverts recharge and feel most alive in quieter settings. Neither is superior, they are simply different ways of being. The problem arises when our environments, particularly schools and workplaces, are designed primarily for extroverts. This is where the concept of new groupthink takes root. The idea that constant collaboration and group interaction are the only paths to innovation and productivity. Take modern classrooms, for example. Gone are the days of individual desks and independent work. Now, it's all about group projects, even in subjects that demand individual thought, like creative writing or math. Children who thrive in solitude are often labeled as outliers or worse, problems. This bias follows us into the workplace. Open-plan offices, designed to foster constant interaction, can feel overwhelming for introverts. We are bombarded with noise and visual distractions, making it difficult to focus and tap into our deep wells of creativity. When it comes to leadership, introverts are often overlooked, despite possessing qualities that make them exceptional leaders. Studies have shown that introverted leaders can be more effective, particularly when managing proactive teams. They are more likely to listen and empower their team members, allowing ideas to flourish organically. History is replete with examples of transformative introverted leaders. Think of Eleanor Roosevelt, Rosa Parks, or Gandhi. These individuals, described as quiet and reserved, stepped into the spotlight, driven by a deep sense of purpose. They led not for personal glory, but because they felt compelled to fight for what they believed in. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to bash extroverts. Some of my dearest friends are extroverts. We all fall somewhere along this spectrum, with some of us comfortably inhabiting the middle ground, the ambiverts. My message is about balance. Our society needs both energies, the yin and the yang of introversion and extroversion. When we look at the lives of history's most creative individuals, a pattern emerges. They were masters of collaboration, but they also understood the importance of solitude. Darwin took long, solitary walks. Dr. Seuss conjured his fantastical worlds from a secluded tower. Steve Wozniak, a self-described introvert, invented the Apple computer in the quiet of his cubicle. This isn't to say collaboration is unimportant. Complex problems demand diverse minds working in unison. But solitude fuels creativity, allowing us to explore the depths of our own thoughts, free from external influences. Our cultural history has unfortunately played a role in this bias. From valuing men of action to the rise of the culture of personality, we've been conditioned to equate quiet with weakness and charisma with competence. This brings me to the heart of my message. It's time to change the narrative. It's time to embrace the power of introversion, not just for introverts themselves, but for the benefit of our communities and our world. Here's what I believe we can do. Rethink the obsession with constant group work. We need to provide spaces for both collaboration and solitude in schools and workplaces. Encourage independent thinking alongside teamwork. Let children and employees tap into the power of their own minds. Embrace the wilderness within. Encourage time for quiet reflection and introspection. It's not about becoming hermits, but about carving out space for our own thoughts to breathe and flourish. Share the treasures in your suitcase. This message is for everyone. Extroverts, continue to share your energy and enthusiasm, but also make space for quiet contemplation. Introverts, share your gifts. Let the world see the unique perspectives and ideas you carry within. My journey has been about embracing my introversion, not as a flaw, but as a source of strength. I encourage you to do the same, to find your own balance, and to celebrate the quiet brilliance that resides within you. Thank you for listening. If this resonated with you, if you found it valuable, please share this message. Let's work together to create a world where both introverts and extroverts can thrive, contribute, and shine. Until next time, embrace your true selves and keep striving towards your dreams.